Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Adnan, your friend from Pakistan, and you're watching Adnan Reacts. So today I am going to continue watching a series that I left off probably 4 or 5 months ago. I have begun to have some family obligations, so that's why I was somehow inactive on this channel, but I'm trying to get back to it, and I hope you guys would follow me along. So of all the things that we have watched so far in this channel, you could maybe tell that Band of Brothers is the one I really love. You know, so many things about it, the company and the friends, and how they look after each other in such harsh conditions, and it's getting emotional as well. And I began to connect with a lot of characters, felt as if I knew them on a personal level. Last time I watched episode number 6 of The Band of Brothers, and today I am so excited to begin watching episode number 7. I hope I could connect what I watched last time. I do remember most of it, but let's see. So let's start this video. But if you're new to my channel, please make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can stay updated. If you would like to support this channel on Patreon or PMC, links to the both sides are description. So let's go now.
I've seen death. I've seen my friends, my men being killed. And it doesn't take too many days of that, and you change dramatically.
I withstood it well, but I had a lot of trouble in later life because those events would come back, and you never forget them.
Oh, you could see how hard it is for him to talk about his experiences.
After holding the line at Bastogne, Easy Company was once again called on to help push the Germans back through the bulge.
We were here this morning, and then we came this way.
Right, so right here's got to be the logging road coming up to here.
Yes, sir.
Which means we get right there.
Hey, take it easy there.
Stop crying, Malark, or I'll nail it to your head.
Good, it's made of wood.
Garnier, move him out. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
E Company was sent to clear the Bois Jacques, the woods near the town of Foy, in preparation for what we all knew would be the eventual assault on Foy itself.
Wow.
Hubler's run-in with the German officer on horseback was the most dramatic moment of the day.
That's a German, right? Yeah. Whoa. That's a Luger, right? Yeah.
Thank you.
I do remember about that.
Hubler had been talking about getting a Luger since Normandy. As we dug in, he
Yeah.
went from foxhole to foxhole, telling everyone just how he'd finally got.
You dug in?
Yeah. Yeah, just thought I'd take a walk. Shoot.
Oh, you're a good shot.
Yeah, you have to
glad you're on our
keep
side.
your legs moving. In fact, every muscle of your body in such harsh conditions.
You got it, Shifty.
Hey, Lip,
Yes.
you got a sec?
Yes, sir.
Where's Dyke?
He's around.
Could you be a little more specific there, Sergeant?
Not really, sir.
Damn it, I haven't seen him all day. I didn't see him when we were coming through the woods, and I have to figure out how we ended up.
Two women.
Who?
Brown and Stevens.
God damn it. Now, where's Dyke? Where the hell is he? Where the hell does he ever go?
I don't know, but I wish he'd stay the hell there. It'd be nice if he took Lieutenant Shanes with him, too.
Shut up, boys.
Shutting up, Sarge. Okay,
Whoa.
Oh, Jesus, it's who? He shot!
Sniper!
No, he shot himself!
What?
Medic!
What happened?
Doc!
How did that happen?
You all right? Be all right.
He did what? What? What happened?
Just went off!
What are you doing with a loaded gun in your pants?
I wasn't touching her or nothing!
Damn it.
Was it that same Luger?
Where are you hit, Hoop? Hoop, where are you hit? To my left! Okay.
Hold on, Hoop. Hold on.
Stay calm.
Oh my god.
Think it was a German leg, Hoop?
Oh my god, that sound.
Wrap him up, wrap him up. All right, let's get ready to move.
Take it easy.
Stay there,
They
Hoop.
are going to lose him, right?
Doc.
They have.
He was wearing so many clothes we couldn't tell how bad he was bleeding. By the time we got him to the aid station, he was already dead. The bullet cut the main artery in his leg, sir.
Cut that main artery in the leg. That's it.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm gonna go back and make sure the boys are all dug in, sir.
What? Where's Dyke?
You want to see him, sir?
No, I just would have expected to get this kind of news from him.
Oh,
Well, I was
Yeah.
there, sir.
All right, I gotta make a call.
how dry their skin has turned out to be now.
Dyke was the
you know.
favorite of somebody at Division. He'd been sent down to E Company to get some combat experience. Sometimes we got the feeling E Company was an annoyance to
Wow.
him. Something unpleasant he had to get through before he could continue his march up the ladder.
If you ask me, I'm glad Lieutenant Dyke's never around. Hey, you know what? We're doing all
Why
right.
is that?
Even with Foxhole Norman.
Yeah, Don, we're doing all right. We're doing all right now.
See, if you ask me, a guy'd have to march off to Berlin and come back with Hitler's mustache or something. Anyway, listen. You guys don't worry about Dyke. All right?
Yeah.
We all do our jobs. Everything will be fine.
You know what Dyke's problem is, don't you? He's just another one of those arrogant rich jerks from Yale.
Oh, God, not another one of those.
Division's not gonna let me replace him just because I got a bad feeling about him. Even if they would, who'd I put in his place? Shams?
Do not ever talk when I'm talking, you got that?
Shames seen too many war movies, thinks he has to yell all the time.
Both you little crapheads did not listen to a word I said during that briefing, did you?
Okay.
Or Peacock?
So that's
God bless him, no one
why
tries harder, but he's
that
not cut
guy
out to take
didn't
men
want
into
him
combat.
around.
I'm sure as hell not gonna make him company CO, and I don't even want him as a platoon leader.
We all agreed Buck Compton would have been the best choice to run easy if Winters had been able to get rid of Dyke. But to be honest, Buck wasn't the same soldier he'd been before he got shot in Holland. He was more serious somehow.
Yeah, goddamn Luger in his pants.
Jesus.
I've invested too much goddamn time shaping you into something useful. You do something
I
crazy,
love
get
how
yourself
he
knocked out of this thing.
smiles,
I know,
that
you
guy,
kill me.
you know.
Even if you're dead, I'll still kill you. I'm serious.
Sure thing, Buck. Nothing stupid. We got it, right?
We got it.
All right. George?
Nothing stupid, Buck.
Bunch of morons who volunteered to jump out of a perfectly good airplane. Can you get any more stupid than that?
Probably not.
Right.
I swam across the Niagara once.
Yeah.
I swear. Now, personally, I didn't think it was all that stupid, but my mom, my sister Ruth, they gave me all kinds of hell.
Yeah, I bet, Buck.
So did Faye.
Ah, sweet Faye Tana.
Shut it, George.
Well, they had a point. You're an idiot.
I heard about Hubler. Shame.
They are taking great care
sir.
of that thing, the Luger, you
is.
know.
That the Luger?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
What are you gonna do with it?
I don't know yet.
It's an award, I guess.
Where you from, Lipton? Where'd you grow up?
Huntington, West Virginia.
Huntington.
Yes, sir.
What kind of work did you do there?
My brother and I helped my mom run a boarding house.
And your father?
Passed away.
He was killed when I was 10, sir.
He
Automobile accident.
That's sad.
How was he killed if it was an accident? I
I read an
mean, it
article
wasn't a
about
homicide,
paratroopers in
right?
Life magazine.
Are you supposed to
Talked
say
about the
if someone
training,
dies
how
in
hard it
an
was.
accident that they
Said if you
got
wanted to
killed?
make it as a paratrooper, you had to be the best.
They just died, I guess.
I wanted to fight with the best, sir. Where are you from, sir?
Huh? What's he trying to be, a Batman?
Morning. Eviction notice?
Not quite.
That
but I
must
think
be
I got
Dave.
something that'll help you with your leadership
Yeah.
problem.
Huh. Dykes being transferred?
No, I can't help you with that. But division has decided to pluck one
I see,
officer
he's the
from each
only one who
regiment
cares
that
so
served
much
in the
about
heroic
his
defense of
facial hair,
Bastogne.
you know?
Send it back to the States on a 30-day furlough.
How in the world does your leaving help me?
Doesn't, I'm not going. I've already seen the States. I grew up there, that's why I came to Europe. I just wish they told me there was a war on. Anyway, the point is, this thing's wasted on me. But I'm sure we can find an officer somewhere in this battalion who could use a long trip home.
Wow.
If they come by here, y'all remember to smile for the camera. Got to keep the morale up for them folks back home.
Why?
Damned if I know.
What are you doing here?
Want to head back to the line, sir?
Joe, you don't have to do that. Get yourself back to the aid station. Heal up.
I'd really like to head back with the fellas, sir.
I like how most of the soldiers have their spirits up all the time, you know? That's something incredible.
Joe Toy had been at the aid station for 3 days, and everybody was glad to have him back.
Don't worry. There's enough crap flying around here, you're bound to get dinged sometime. Almost every single one of these guys has been hit at least once. Except for Allie, he's a two-timer. He landed on broken glass in Normandy and got peppered by a potato masher in Holland.
You'll find out, son.
A bull, he got a piece of exploding tank in Holland. And George Luz here.
I remember that.
He's never been hit.
That guy.
You're one lucky bastard.
He was struck.
Consider us blessed. He got shot in his scrawny little butt in Normandy.
And,
We
Bob
all
got
know
shot in his
that.
rather large butt in Holland.
Yeah, kind of an easy company tradition getting shot in the...
Hey, even First Sergeant Lipton over there. He got a couple pieces of a tank shell burst in Carentan.
It's great that they are reminding me of all those things, all those battles.
Overlooking Foy.
It's a
Few
coincidence,
men
I must
remained
say.
in the Boisjacques attached to D Company to hold the main line of resistance.
Oh, anyone care for smoke?
No, no one is going to dare to do that, you know.
Late in the afternoon on January 3rd, we returned to our old position in the woods overlooking Foy.
Are we going to see some action? Because I am missing that, you know.
Looking
I
across
love
the field
how
at Foy, I could
historical
see enemy
everything
troops.
is, but
I
it's the
still couldn't
main
see their
action
artillery, but I knew it was down.
that we are here to see. Watch.
Oh, looks like the crowds have been pounding this area with pretty big stuff. We got pretty good foxholes. We just need to fortify the covers.
If they've got us targeted, maybe... We hold the line here. Sergeant Lipton's right. We're gonna strengthen our covers, and we're gonna hang in. Right, Lieutenant?
Hmm?
Right, Lieutenant?
Fine. You won't take care of it. I
He
gotta go talk
doesn't
to
even
regiment.
know what they were talking about, right? Oh,
Incoming! Take cover!
oh.
Take cover! Take some cover! I got it, Zero! Find some cover! Find a foxhole! Come on, take cover!
Oh my God.
Take cover!
How is he going to get out of there?
For some reason, at that moment in that half-finished foxhole, all I could think about was the 4th of July when I was a kid. I loved to make my own firecrackers, cherry bombs, ladyfingers. What I saw that day was the most awesome and terrifying display of firepower I'd ever seen in my life. Of course, I
Wow.
wouldn't have been laughing if I'd known what
Wow.
happened to Joe Toy.
He needs to get himself back together, come on. Oh my goodness. He's still alive. He could make it out of there. Oh no, no. It's just too bad.
Get up! I need my helmet.
You hear that? That Joe?
He's in a bad shape.
Yeah, I think that's Joe.
He's in very bad shape.
Stay in your foxholes!
Help!
Oh, that guy is stranded.
Anyone there? Come on, come on! Move him now! Move him! Hold on, I'll be there! I'm gonna help you!
During the second barrage, I wasn't laughing anymore.
That's a lot of bombings.
You okay? Stay down!
Oh my god, that's Joe. It's Joe. And it's a friend.
Medic! Stay ready! Stay ready! Those stupid sons of might be trying to come through!
My god.
Doc, what can I do? Hold this.
You gotta smoke. Jesus. What's the guy gotta do to get killed around here?
We got you, soldier.
He still has his leg attached.
Take it easy.
I'm
Joe, I
afraid
told you
they
I'd meet you
might
back to the States.
have to amputate that.
lived.
I hope they don't have to do that.
Some say Buck changed after he was shot in Holland. Maybe. But I know something happened to him when he saw Toy and Garnier on the ground. On the report, it said Compton was being taken off the line because of a bad case of trench foot. It didn't say anything about him losing his friends. Buck was a great combat leader.
He was, yeah.
He was wounded in Normandy, and again in Holland. He received the Silver Star for his part in taking out those German guns on D-Day.
All of you young soldiers, the joy you have of the sport. Gosh, how we all know what an exciting young man you are, and how your heart and love.
I guess he just couldn't take seeing his friends Toy and Garnier all torn up like that.
It's so unbelievable. You might not believe me.
Their spirits are so amazing, I
He's
mean.
got no helmet, no gear, no nothing. First Sergeant Lipton, you organize things here, and I'm gonna go for help. Wise ass.
Oh my goodness. Here we go again. What's he going to do now? I mean, there's no way to hide. No way safe. Oh my goodness, is it going to blast? Come on, what is that thing? What is that thing? Come on. What was that thing?
The shell that hit the foxhole Luz and I were in was a dud.
Oh.
The one that hit Muck and Pinkala's foxhole wasn't. That's just the way it was. Muck and Pinkala were good men. Later that day, we were back in our old position overlooking Foy. We were all worried about Malarkey.
Hey, Malark, didn't I hear you say you wanted to, bring a Luger home for your kid brother? Yeah. Well, why don't you give him that? It's Hoops, right?
Yeah. I was gonna get rid of it, but I don't know. Listen, Captain Winters was wondering if you wanted to go back to battalion and, work as his runner for a few days.
I'm gonna stay here.
Well, look, why don't you at least come back for an hour or so? Say goodbye to Buck. I'm sure it'll mean a lot to him.
On the morning after the shelling that killed Muck and Pankala, I saw a soldier try to dig a foxhole with his bare hands.
Private.
Wow.
He didn't notice that he'd torn off all his fingernails.
Private.
I got him out of there quickly. Not for his sake, but for ours. Fear is poison in combat. It's something we all felt, but you just didn't show it. You can't. It's destructive, and it's contagious. We'd cleared the woods east and west of Foy. Now it was time for the inevitable assault on Foy itself. Frankly, I was dreading it.
They are really close to Germans.
How's Easy's status?
The men are good, sir. They're prepared. I'm gonna be leading 2nd Platoon tomorrow. But on the other hand, I have no confidence in our CO, sir. Lieutenant Dyke is an empty uniform, Captain. He's not there, sir.
Well, he's gonna be there tomorrow.
Yes, sir. I understand he will be there physically.
But not mentally.
But tomorrow's gonna be the real deal. And he's gonna have to lead those men.
You couldn't very well remove a company CO, especially a well-connected one, because of
Oh,
the
look at
misgivings of
how
a company
beautiful
first
those
sergeant.
huts are.
D Company will be in reserve, but we shouldn't need them. The point is, you gotta move in there fast. Get in there before they can bring their mortars and artillery down on you. Clear?
Clear.
Keep moving! Easy, company! Hold up! 2nd Platoon, hold up! Will you move?
Get me Foley on the radio.
Foley, you get back here where I can see you! God damn it!
1st Platoon, hold up! Hold up! Take cover!
Fall back! Fall back! Damn it! Go forward! Carry on me! Move back! Pull back! Lieutenant, what's the plan? I don't know!
You better get Dyke on that radio to me now.
Lieutenant, what's the plan? Captain Winters, what's the plan?
Okay, Foley.
Foley! You take your men on a flanking mission around the village and attack it from the rear!
Right! We cannot stay here!
You understand
Platoon to go around and attack the village by itself?
We will provide suppressing fire!
We're gonna be kind of alone out there, Lieutenant.
We will provide suppressing fire!
Not in his actual state of mind, is he?
Get going forward! Go! Shit!
Jesus Christ.
Move up! Find cover! Captain Winters! God damn it, you do not go out there! Tell the battalion commander now, get back here!
Now, Dick, I understand your attachment to Easy Company, but you...
Spears, get yourself over here! Get out there and relieve Dyke and take that attack on in!
Come on, Webb! Let's go, kid!
My God.
Hang on, Burko!
Fire!
That was close. I thought he was done.
I'm taking over. Precision, Lipton!
All right, I want mortars and grenade launchers on that building till it's gone. When it's gone, I want first to go straight in. Forget going around. Everybody else follow me.
Yes, sir.
Wow. That's such a good command.
Okay! 1st Platoon, move out! Move out! Take the corner!
They are getting them now. Yeah. Backing off. Oh.
Sir, I think they're gonna pull back. If we don't connect with I, they're gonna slip away.
That's right, wait here! Item, EC6!
That's not what they want. You don't want them to fall back. Why?
At first, the Germans didn't shoot at it. I think they couldn't quite believe what they were seeing.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the really astounding thing. The astounding thing was that after he hooked up with I Company, he came back.
Oh, wow. It's like a real life Superman. Wow, that was so incredible. There he is.
Second floor, building on the right. Don't miss, Shifty.
Wow, such a huge risk. But an important one, I guess.
Mellett, Heron, Sawasco, and Ken Webb were killed by a sniper. There would have been more if it hadn't been for Shifty Powers.
You hit bad, Perconti?
Beautiful wound, Lip. Shot me right through my ass.
You hang tough.
That's the
Hey, Sarge.
tradition.
Yeah.
Remember.
True about Dyke?
Yeah.
We spent our night in Rashamp in a convent. It was the first time we'd spent a night indoors in a month.
Wow. They must be loving the warmth.
The sisters there brought in their choir to sing for us. It was heaven.
Oh, that is so beautiful.
The mood of the men was relaxed. We were finally being relieved and would soon be in Mormala. I spent part of that night trying to come up with a roster for the company to see who we had left. We'd come into Belgium with 121 men and officers plus 24 replacements. That's 145 total. We were going out with 63. Garnier was badly wounded and Hubler died accidentally. Among the dead were Heron, Mellett, Sawasco, Kenneth Webb, Harold Webb, Alex Pankala, and Skip Muck. But we gained a good one in the end. So I guess we came out
That
ahead.
was a great guy. He was just like a superhuman being. Right? I mean, his mind was totally active. And he looks kind of a straightforward guy to me.
Well, I better get back to battalion before they disappear.
Hard work.
You want to know if they're true or not?
Okay.
You ever notice with stories like that? Everyone says they heard it from someone who was there. Then when you ask that person, they say they heard it from someone who was there.
These men aren't really concerned about the stories. They're just glad to have you as our CO. They're happy to have a good leader again.
I'm guessing he's the same
from what
guy
I've
who
heard, they've
shot
always
all
had
the German POWs.
I've been told there's always been one man that could count.
After having them to smoke,
Let him into the
you know?
Bois Jacques, held them together when they had the crap shell at him in the wood.
Not really sure, but I think
Every day kept the
that's
spirits
what
up.
he
Kept the men focused, gave them direction.
is.
All the things a good combat leader does.
Hey, look. 1st Battalion. Hey! Hey!
What do you want?
Yeah, thanks for in our foxholes, you heads.
Hey, it's our pleasure.
Yeah.
Enjoy the walk, boys.
So it was really good to see the favorite show, my favorite show, once more again, and I will try my best to complete this whole series, you know, and it was good to see it again after maybe the last episode number 6 I watched was 4 months ago. That's what I remember, but it's still so, you know, connected. I mean, I feel so connected to this series for some reasons. I still feel as Winters is just my friend, a regular friend, and some of the things, and it was so good to see how their struggles within the company, you know. Captain Dyke, like he was, everyone said that what it was like to work under him, but at the same time other guy who joined was completely a different officer, even though he looked to be more stricter, and there were some rumors or news or things that people believed in that looked horrible uh, about him, but still they preferred him over Captain Dyke for obvious reasons. So that just explains how it's important for a person to be good at their professions as well as be good to other people, you know. And such a profession is something your whole life depends upon. We saw how men were losing themselves and how the whole company was losing men, just like in a minutes, matter of minutes. Joe was the first one to lose his leg, and even the captain, I think it was Lifton, right? When he discovered him, he was in a shock. He was just in a shock. And he tried to call a medic, but afterwards he saw no use of it. So that this episode was upsetting too, but at the same time it was teaching us about history as well and important events. But still, I'm so curious to see other three episodes, how those will turn out to be, and how the special bonus episode, I'll try to watch that as well. And after this season, maybe I could continue watching such series. And many of you guys recommended I check out the Pacific. So yeah, I would love to see that as well. I just hope I could continue doing this. I really enjoy doing this. Also, I'll be watching some movies as well, some light hearted. Well, I need to watch some light-hearted things. So I'll be doing that as well. Maybe some comedy or family movies, anything, things just don't have to be war related for me to watch, So I hope you guys would be joining me, and while I discover new things, it could be music, YouTube videos, or movies, or series, anything, It's just about sharing my feedback or reviews or reactions to you guys. It's not more about what I'm watching, but how I'm feeling about after watching that or while watching that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to this channel for more upcoming videos. If you would like to support this channel on Patreon or PMC, you could. Links to both sides are in the description. I hope you guys are doing great. See you again next time. Bye.